Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Connie Douglas from Great Stamping with Connie. I'm an independent demonstrator in Canada, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I guess I should say. If you've been following me at all, you know I love Stampin' Up! And that's what I use, and those are the products that I share with you every time I come on live, and uh, I provide to you in your kits or if you place an order with me. And speaking of placing an order, today I have a free class for you. We're about to make 3 cards, and you are more than welcome to follow along and create these cards. You will have access to this Facebook Live. Obviously, it will be on my Facebook page. I'll say forevermore, but who knows with Facebook, but it'll be there for a while. I will also upload it to YouTube, and it will then end up in one of my blog posts. So that will be there. And love to have you craft along with me once. I know you're not ready to do that right now, but if you place an order in my online store between now and Sunday, I will send you the card kit absolutely free. So all you have to do is place an order using my current host code. And if that order is $40, then you will receive all the pieces of paper and designer series paper and everything that you need to create the cards. And if your order is over $60, I will also include a package of the iridescent foil gems that you will see me using today. And if it's not over $60, that's fine. I'll still send you the kit, and you can use whatever gems you have in your stash, or maybe you'll want to buy some. But anyway, that is coming up momentarily. I noticed my microphone is kind of like dragging on my shirt here, but hopefully you can hear me okay, because I'm trying to figure out exactly where to wear it and how to bend and how to lean and, all that good stuff. So before we get to crafting, what else do I want to share with you? Mystery boxes are finished. So if you have placed an order from June 1st through June 11th, then I will be packing those mystery boxes for the remainder of this week, and they will go out the beginning of next week. So watch for that. All sorts of free goodies going out to everyone that placed an order. So you can't beat free goodies, can you? Everybody, it doesn't matter how much we have in our stash. There's always room for a little more, especially some new fun things. So those are coming your way right now, from now until, actually, I think I said till Sunday, till the 19th, till next Wednesday. So 1 week, you can place an order, and I will send you this free card kit. So I've got the free card kit going out and free embellishments, depending on your order. And then there will be a few extra little goodies in the package as well, because this is my gift away month. Remember, I am gifting things throughout the month for various things. So you will get the free class. If your order is over $60, you'll get the free gems. And then I'll pack in a few extra little fun things for you as well. Not a full mystery box, but some extra little fun things. And then I will, probably find something else to share with you and gift to you for the end of the month. But this is between now and the 19th. So free class kit, and possibly some gems with your order, and then some extra goodies. Okay. The bundle sale, stamp and die bundles are on sale for an additional 10% off. So great savings there, because bundles are always 10% off, and now there's an additional 10%. So they'll save even more money. So that's a great thing that is on. That is on until the end of June. So watch for that. July, we have our online global retreat coming up, and the early bird pricing for our 6th online global retreat ends this Friday. So that's in just a couple days. So make sure you register by Friday and take advantage of some savings. Why pay more if you can, register now? You have a couple more days to do that. I sent an email out just yesterday, day before, recently. I sent the email again, and you can find it on social media. If you're having trouble finding it, just reach out to me. And if you are not on my mailing list, shame on you, number one, but you want to get on my mailing list. So the link for that is all over the place. It's gone out on social media a few times. I have got a number of posts that go up with the link for that, or you can go to my website and join there. But get yourself on my mailing list because holy mackerel, that's where all the good stuff happens. Okay, I think that's enough of that. I didn't even look to see who all is here. If you are here, say hello. And if you're watching the replay, I hope you like the cards that we're going to do. There I am. Okay, let's get me up there and get caught up with things. Okay, I am going to switch this down to the crafting area, and I am going to move over. I've been playing with my lighting again, and I'm not convinced I have it right yet, but hopefully, hopefully we have enough light for what we're doing today, and you can see what's going on. I will continue to work on this. So, okay, so today we are going to play with the oh, let me see if I can get that so there's not so much glare. Can I tilt it? If I tilt it, the camera angle is not good, but I'll put my hand right through here. Then it gets dark. Yes. Okay. Anyway, thoughtful wishes. Yes, let's maybe we'll tilt it this way. Can you see that? Move it over here a little bit. Gosh, sorry. Hard to have bright lights on plastic stamp cases, isn't it? Anyway, that is the stamp set that I am going to feature today. I'll use it. We're going to make 3 cards, and none of these cards are particularly difficult because that's not exactly what we're here for, but they are they're all really pretty. So this uses the leaf stamp. All the sentiments are from the stamp set. This one uses just a tiny bit of one of the flower sprigs and one of the sentiments, and this is the Thoughtful Wishes Designer Series paper. So I just used one piece of that, but you will get that in your card kit. If you place your $40 order using my host code, that would be in there with part of the paper products. And all of these die cuts will be in there as well. And this is the 3rd card. Oh, a little bit hard to get them all in. Just a little bit of a fancy fold. So just a little different opening on that one. And this is another one that stamps. And of course, the sentiment is from that as well. So let's do some crafting. Let's reach over here and get my things. Oh, supposed to tie a bow in advance, and I didn't. This ribbon bow, this will be included. Okay, so I won't be sending gems in your kit, but I will send you the pink ribbon, and I will even tie the bow for you. So if you do any of my classes or my club, you know that if there is a bow on a card, I will tie it for you. And I understand people are very appreciative of that, so that's great. Love to help out. Okay, oh, and look, Oscar is coming up to see what's going on and see if he can help out in any way. Should tell him that Oscar, no, you are not needed. No, oh, Oscar, okay, come on, baby. Oh, you're messing up my whole setup here. Sorry about that. Cats will be cats. Okay, card number 1. So I am just going to do, I am going to get the card front to the card front, all standard card bases in this. And I am using the leaf. Yeah, I'm just going to open up. This is just a scrap of paper. I'm just going to open that up. And I'm just going to stamp tone on tone here. So it's my little stamp spots because the ink colors, I only have the one ink pad, but at least for now, but stamp spots work, or ink spots work really well. So except when you miss, but you know, we'll fix that. I had to fix my sample card a little bit, and I thought, well, I'm not going to try and mess it up, but if I do, I will show people how they can fix the little misses, because there are no mistakes in stamping. There's just opportunities. So there's no right or wrong really to how you stamp this. I just sort of go around the edges, fitting it in wherever. It's really just to give a little, almost texture, but a little bit of interest on the card base. So get that right up into the big gap there. One thing about making your own ink spots, they're nice and juicy because I just made it. I just brought them up with me beginning of the week when I came back to the cottage. So they're nice and inky. Okay, so there we go. Now, you may or may not be able to notice, but my stamping is not perfect, and that's okay. I mean, it's, as I say, it's just to give a little bit of texture, so it doesn't have to be, you know, exactly, fully, completely, whatever. But I'm just going to grab my Stampin' Write marker here, and I'm going to use the thin end, and I am just going to very lightly embellish this. And don't really need to worry about making it perfect. Just sort of filling in any missing bits. So you're just sort of adding some of the leaf kind of drawing to it. And I'm no artist, so if I can do this, I'm sure you can do this as well. And really, people don't, you know, nobody's going to be staring at this because this is just the background. A lot of it is going to be covered by card, so you're not even going to really notice. This might be hidden underneath, but there we go. So it just kind of fills things in. Hello, Carmen, welcome. Thank you for stopping by today. We're just starting a card class. So okay, there's our background. Then we have this is the Countryside Corners dies, and they are wonderful. So I am just going to bring in a couple of my now these are not the Stampin' Write markers. These are the Stampin' Blends. So these are the alcohol markers. And I am going to use dark Summer Splash and I think light Shy Shamrock. I did them opposite here. This is dark Shy Shamrock and light Summer Splash. That's a lot of so well, maybe I'll just change it up a little bit. And I am just going to scribble. So that we can all scribble, right? I'm just gonna add some color going across here for no particular amount of time, half-ish, give or take. And then I'm gonna come in with this one. This. And I've just laid down some color on that. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with my Memento black ink. And same stamp again. Okay. Ink that up. Make sure we have good coverage on that. Okay, and then I am just going to put that right down into about there, right exactly there. That a nice press. Anytime you're using a large stamp like this, you want to make sure you give it a good press all around so that you know you've got everything covered. You've, you know, the blocks are very thick and have good, they're good and sturdy, but if there's any kind of gap at all, you won't get a nice image. So you just want to take a moment and make sure you've given it a really nice press. So there we go with that. And then I'm going to bring in, this is this, well, it's not the smallest, it's the smallest practical piece. There's a very tiny, just a little, I don't think you could even stamp on it, die in the countryside corners, but this is the one that, the smallest one that you would be likely to use. So certainly for stamping on. And I have Thinking of You Fondly here. So put that away and I wasn't finished with it. I'm just going to ink this up and come in here with this. This is, hopefully I have this straight. This is a little tricky for looking at. Oh, but I think we did okay with that. Okay. So now we can put the lid back on that. We are finished with it. Okay, and I am going to pop this up onto the black layer. You can kind of see the Stampin' Blends have come through there a little bit. That's what they do. That's fine. Don't don't anybody panic. But because they are alcohol markers, they do come through the paper a little bit. More so if you're, you know, coloring. I was just kind of doing a quick scribble, but that's okay. I've never seen it go through to the next layer. I always suggest people do that if you're doing, you know, any sort of intensive coloring, that you do put a piece of scrap paper underneath, just to be sure, just in case. But as I say, I don't think I've ever had it go through that next layer. So, but better safe than sorry, right? Don't ruin grandma's heirloom table or your brand new crafting table, depending on what you're using or where you're coloring. Better safe than sorry. Okay, so I am just going to put that onto there, and then this is going to go onto my card base flat, if I can find my tape runner. No, hiding way over on the other side of the desk. Let's put this guy down flat on here, and I'm going to put it to the left side a little bit. You can put it in the center if you prefer. You can put it to the right, whatever you wish. My cards are one possibility, one example, but these are your cards, so make them in a way that brings you joy. And when I send you your card kit, I will also send you a full tutorial with all the measurements, so that if you want to cut more of these things, I was going to remind people about this because this is on dimensionals. So the one end of this, I don't want to be popped up. I want it to be flat because it's already going to be popped up. Next dimension. Okay, so I have a dimensional on this end, and then on the first end, I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue so that it's flat down to here and popped up on this side so that it's even. Excuse me. Dry. Too much talking. I was listening to something the other day. It was a webinar, and the gentleman doing it said, "Oh, excuse me, I just need to grab a sip of water. You know, it's not AI. I am for real. This is live. I need water." So there you go. I am real. I am live, and I needed a sip of water. So okay, some gems. So I mentioned to you that if your order is over $60, I would send you these, iridescent foil gems. Okay, I will send you a free package of those. And if your order is not $60, you could order some of these yourself, or you can just use whatever gems you happen to have in your stash. Most of us have a few of those things, right? But I would love to have you place an order, and I'll send you the kit, and love to have you place an order over $60, and I'll send you the gems as well. So there we go. Card number 1. Okay, moving on. Card number 2. So for this one, we have a thick, basic white card base. Standard card base again. All the card bases are standard size for finished card, but the third one is scored a little bit differently. Okay, and then we have some mossy meadow, and this, as I mentioned, is the Thoughtful Wishes Designer Series paper. And if you haven't seen it, it's stunning. The paper makes a card all by itself. You don't have to do anything. And if you recall this card, as a quick reminder, I didn't really do much for this card because look, there's all the beautiful things on that card right there for us. So we don't need to do any additional work. So I'm just going to put this onto here. Now this is a 1/2 inch difference in sizing, so that the border is a little bit wider than some of the standards. But you want to put it together before you put any of this onto your card, so that if need be, you can trim a little tiny bit off, as I have just done. Okay, and we'll just, so now that's centered, which I had done. You can put it more to one side, more to the other side. I don't know where I want this. So for a moment, we'll just, we won't make a decision just yet. This is the Thoughtful Wishes Specialty Designer Series paper. So this is iridescent. Oh, you can see that. Can you see it? Oh, there. Where's my camera? Let's get that into the camera. Oh, and there goes. There you go. There you can kind of see. Slide isn't really good, is it? I need to figure something else out. To be continued, the lighting dilemma. I think last summer it was the sound, and I think that with my microphone, I think I've got the sound kind of worked out now. I think we're certainly getting close to having it worked out. Sound is, I'm generally told that it's much better this year, and you can hear me well, so that's a good thing. Now I just need to work out the lighting, apparently. So, we always need a challenge, right? We have to have something that we're trying to figure out. Just wait for my scrap paper again. Okay. So for this sentiment, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ink up my sentiment, and I'm using the one that says you make life better. And I'm going to put it over pretty much as close as I can to the left side. And it's fairly centered, a little bit below center perhaps, but it can be wherever you wish. And then I am going to come in, and I've got Mossy Meadow ink. And this is where I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper and just put some scrap paper under here. Okay. This time I'm using the, it looks like thistles, and there are thistles in the designer series paper, so I think that's what that is to be. And I'm going to ink this up, and then I'm going to stamp it off on my paper. And I'm going to stamp it once, twice. So this is going to be very light. Just to come in there and add just a hint. Can you see that? Oh my gosh. It does not look like it's showing up very well, is it? What am I touching here? What's falling apart? There we go. This way, this way. There, that's better. So it's just a little bit of faded color in the back. It's very light. I could have used perhaps soft sea foam or something, but I've got Mossy Meadow cardstock on this card, and if you just stamp off, you can get a much lighter image, but you know it's going to be the right color family because it is it's the ink that was the same. So at full strength, Mossy Meadow cardstock will look like Mossy Meadow ink. That's one of the beautiful benefits of Stampin' Up! Products, is that everything is color coordinated beautifully. So if you have Mossy Meadow cardstock, it will match your Mossy Meadow ink, which will match your Mossy Meadow gems or ribbon or whatever. So stamping off is a great way to get a lighter image, as we did there. Okay, and then we will, actually, I don't, oh yes, I'm just putting this on a circle. I was thinking I'm not ready to put this onto the card yet because the card is not assembled, but this is just the sentiment part. So this is a die. This is from the Spotlight on Nature dies, but the center piece, the white piece, is a 2-inch circle punch, because these dies, the one size down was just a very narrow, well, fairly narrow border, and I wanted a little more of this specialty paper to show, but 2 sizes down made this look quite small and not quite right. So I was like, okay, well, we need something else to be a circle in there, and the 2-inch circle punch was perfect. So if you don't have a 2-inch circle punch, you may want to order one of those. They are awesome. Just a wonderful size for things I've found. Here's one of my most frequently used circle punches, but you do not need it to complete these cards. I will send you the circle punched out piece of cardstock, so you will have that in the basic way. Here again, looks like we need a little bit trimmed off, so I am going to, you could use your scissors because you can just follow along the card base, but I am just going to grab my trimmer here and do that. I was cutting something sticky the other day, and now my blade is just a little bit sticky. I need to give it a proper clean, which I have not done yet, but okay, and then this on here, I had it on this side because there was more going on there, but there's more going on here. So I might put this on the opposite side. So you will get one of these pieces of designer series paper. It might be one side, it might be the other side, but certainly you will have enough to make the card, and then you can put your sentiment piece wherever you wish. There, you could put it down over there if you wanted. I didn't want to cover up all the pattern, the flowers and things. And again, I am going to use these gems. There. It almost looks like it's green toned on there. They're iridescent, so they do reflect the colors around them, which is one of the really cool things about these gems. Okay, so there is card number 2. Done and dusted, as they say. And on to the 3rd card. So again, this is standard card base size, but it's not scored down the center. It is scored at 2 3/4 on the one side, and then 7 to create a smaller fold on the other side. Just going to come down in this way, and my bone folder, get that nice and creased so that it just meets. Okay. You get it placed in there and then push out with your bone folder. You won't have overlap, and they won't get in the way of each other. So today's little tidbit. And then we have 3 layers: granny apple green, daffodil delight, and basic white for stamping on. And I did that partly because I thought the colors looked nice together, but also to create a little bit of weight, just to hold this closed a little bit more. So that was the method to my madness. You see, there is there is some thought that goes into this, and you know, sometimes it works out beautifully, eh? Except I've lost my thanks stamp. That's not a beautiful thing. There we go, hiding. It's a small one, so and you know what? I don't think I did not cut 2 of these. So I don't have, but this is where you need an assistant. Assistant, could you just cut me one of these, please, quickly? Oh, sure, I'll get right on that. My assistant, yeah. Anyway, you know, chat amongst yourselves. I'll be right there. I just need to cut one of these, and then I need to not mess it up because I'm only cutting one. Okay. Thankfully, I had not cleaned up my dies. Yeah, so it was right there. Okay, look. Ta-da! So I am going to bring in my Memento black ink. I am going to stamp thanks onto this guy. Oh, even I'm getting glare. Oh, and then I have, yeah, I touched them. They were here just a minute ago. Oh, right here. Little flowers. Probably easier to see this way. Little flower stems. All part of the same stamp set. So we will have used not quite all of the stamps, but almost all of the stamps by the time we finish these 3 cards. There we go. Okay. The lid back on that. And then I have I've lost my marbles. No, my markers. I've lost my markers. Okay, I have Stampin' Blends, and I have Pretty in Pink, which is the color of this card base and everything, and Granny Apple Green. So I think that I am pretty much just going to use the dark. Oh, Felix. No, we don't need you up here. It's not Oscar, it's Felix. My helpers, yes. Sure, helpers. Anyway, these are very small, so you can't really do a lot of blending, but they're still fun for coloring. They colored lovely. If you don't have Stampin' Blends, you can color this with your Stampin' Right markers. Oh, look who's back. Felix, you are probably right in the camera now. Nobody wants to see you in the camera. Keep going. Oh, so he's going to sit down on the table. They don't do this at home nearly as often, but I find at the cottage here, they have to sit right on the crafting table. They're just right there. And they'll come and they'll sit when I'm working and preparing things. They just sit like right down on what I'm working on. They didn't used to do that. So I don't know where this habit has come from, but anyway. And then we're going to use Granny Apple Green, and I'm using the dark one to color these leaves. You'll notice I'm using the bullet end because these are quite small. So some people are very good with the brush tip because it does come to a point, and I have used that before. But when you're on camera, I just find the bullet end is, shall we say, safer. And I don't want to do this twice while on camera. So that's what we're doing. It's my story. I'm going to stick with that. Okay. Now, where did all of my layers go? Here. When I was trying to figure out what to do with this, I wanted to layer up my card base a little bit. So I have embossed another layer of Pretty in Pink. And this is just the exposed brick embossing folder. So it just adds some texture. It's not a whole lot of embossing. Like some of them, we have some pretty deep and very embossed folders right now. This is just a little more texture-like. I wanted something, but I didn't want it to be the main star. I didn't want it to overpower my relatively small image that I had stamped. So that's what we went with. We'll get those pieces onto there. And then we need to make a decision about what to do with these. So when I was putting these together for the first card, I was thinking, oh, something like that might be kind of fun. And I thought, oh, something like that might be kind of fun. And then I ended up being just, very, just put it in the middle. But I'm thinking this time, maybe we'll do this, just to be different. We'll give it a try. I am going to pop the first layer up with dimensionals. We'll just put some dimensionals onto, if we can find where we left them. Yes, here we go. Whoopsie. Oh, my helper moving in to check on the status of things. Felix, hey, you're right in the camera. You need to move, please. I don't want to move. It just has to be a part of everything. sitting close, but he's not right in the camera. So hopefully we can continue. Don't. And then I'll put this on to the grid. Now, I suppose too, you could do something like that, but that might look a little odd. I think we're just going to leave it all up at the top. Felix. Okay, so there's that ready to go. Now, when you are securing this to your card front, you want just one side. And I suppose in theory you could put it on this side as well, but I'm going to put it on this side because then my sentiment is going to cross over that a little bit. Plus I have the bow, so that's why I have secured it on this side. But you want to make sure that you are putting your adhesive, and I'm going to use my liquid glue because it is going on to an embossed piece. But you'll notice I'm only gluing half, one side. And if you glue the wrong side, then you change your decision and put this, oh, we're okay, we're all good. And put that in right about the center. Okay, and relatively early, you want to just take a peek, make sure you haven't got glue past where your card is. Okay, and then this one we will put on with dimensionals because this is just flat here. We're not going to go over that top layer, so we don't need to worry about what's lifted and what's flat and what's on an angle and what is not. So okay. Well, just put that right about there. So we are crossing over the green a little bit just for interest, and then we'll just you know, tie a bow on camera, which is easier than what was I doing the other day? Something I was trying to do on camera with ribbon, something with ribbon as I recall, but it was not as, oh, wrapping it or something, wasn't it? I forget now, but it was not as easy as tying a bow. So and somewhere we have ribbon scissors. There we go. There. So as I say, if you place a $40 order using my current host code, I will send you the card kit for all of these 3 cards, and it will include all of the paper pieces that you need and the ribbon. And the ribbon will be pre-tied into a bow for you, so you don't have to worry about it. Glue dots. If you are not used to using ribbon and putting bows on your cards, glue dots is an awesome way to attach them. So I usually use a couple unless it's a, you know, a thin thread like baker's twine kind of bow. Otherwise I usually put a couple of glue dots on just to give it a good secure hold. And then you know, I think we will throw some gems on there as well, just because we can. Because gems is what we do, right? Seems to be a little bit of cat fur around here. Anybody know anything about that? Felix? Anyone? Anyone? We don't put them all in there this time. It's closer over here. Maybe I should have put them over there. Let me get this off. Remove it. There. Does it look funny there? Yep. Do we want it over here further? What do we think? Could go there, I think. Okay, I could have done them all on here. That would have been different. Oh, well, they are where they are now. Okay, so there you have it. Those are the three cards for today's class. I hope you like them. I thought they were cute. Some, to me, some, oh, Felix, could we get our head out of the camera, please? Bring these down a little bit, perhaps. I'm going to keep them in the camera. Oh, good grief. Come here, you munchkin. Come here. He won't, now he will move because he, like, don't hold me, Mom. I don't want to be held. See, okay, where is this? There we go. I'm back. And look, there he is. He's sitting on the stool now. So hopefully not getting in the camera too much. Anyway, those are the cards for today, and I hope you like them. I'd love to have you craft them, create them, maybe put your own spin on things, and I will send you a free kit with all the pieces that you need to do that. If you are going to make these the way I have, you will need the Thoughtful Wishes stamp set. I've used the Memento black ink and a little bit of Mossy Meadow ink, and then some Stampin' Blends, or you can use Stampin' Write markers or whatever coloring tools you have. You don't necessarily have to have exactly what I had, but I will send that kit to you with your $40 order. Just use my current host code, and it is in the description for this post, but I will also post a photo of these cards, and I'll have all the info in there as well, including a link to my online store. So just trying to make it easy for you, but $40 order, free card kit, $60 order or higher, and I will also include the free package of gems. And because this is my gift away month, there'll be a few extra little gifts in there. Righty. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I really appreciate you. Love having you hang out with me. And I hope that we can craft together again really soon. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.